Being generous with her food on set. Ultimate sharer.
I'm just a feeder.
Yeah, it's true. You would feed me.
Florence and I first met in a rehearsal space.
There was so much build up to the day that we were going to have a rehearsal and the day that we were going to meet each other. I actually had just got off a flight 2 hours previous. There was no time in the day for me to have showered in my trailer. So I remember just sitting there going, oh my God, I'm going to meet Scarlett Johansson and I'm smelly. Great. Fantastic.
I was a little nervous because I was kind of geeked out. Sherlyn and I had been geeking out. Let me tell my story.
Sorry, I just can't believe that you geeked out.
It's about you, my friend. I was a little intimidated, really, because you were very grounded and in yourself and there to do the work and everything. And I was like,
everybody was like, okay, you ready to go over and meet Scarlett? And I was like, yes. Oh no, there is so much pressure and what am I going to say? And then we ended up tickling each other in a trust exercise. And yeah, it was all good.
I think part of it is generational a little bit. I'm really so impressed by how curious Florence is about herself and and others, how confident she is, but very humble and okay with her vulnerability and okay to show her soft underbelly and all that stuff. I was so much more guarded when I was, starting, when I was in my 20s. I was, very sort of protective in different ways. I think because of, it was 10 years ago, it was another time. And then that's also just part of her personality too. She's just like an open book. And I think I learned, to be probably a little easier on myself. I feel like I always, Florence, every time I see her, she's like, don't say that. That's not true. She's always she's like, don't say that about yourself. That's not true, whatever.
Number one thing that I was just so impressed and excited to join in with was the fun that Scarlett had on these big sequences. Just she'd always come in so happy and doing a little jig. Or for example, there was a buggy that she would drive around the studios and she put a big furry spider on it. Just all these wonderful, silly things that would just keep days going. I also think one thing that I remember looking at and feeling really impressed and excited that I was in the room for was her ability to stop and rethink things. I think it was a very powerful thing for me to see as a young actress looking at this woman who has created this movie and this character, and her ability to actually pause and rethink something that doesn't work. Whereas I think a lot of the time, especially when you're younger, I suppose, I'm eager to please or get the job done or be like, yeah, sure, whatever. And it was really cool to see this woman just pause a set for a second and fix an issue and not worry about how many people were saying, come on, we may as well just shoot it. It was like Scarlett was taking control. So yeah, that was a wonderful thing to learn and watch. Oh God, there's just way too many. I'm doing it in capitals because I mean it the most. I think I spelt a word wrong, but here we go. I got beautiful rosy cheeks when she laughs.
Mine says, you have a smile that lights up the room.
Oh, stop it. Look at those rosy cheeks. See what I'm saying? Look what happens to her cheeks when she laughs. They go all up here and rosy. Being generous with her food on set. Ultimate sharer.
I'm just a feeder.
Yeah, it's true. You would feed me.
It's because I was like, you're eating the same salad? Florence has a crazy salad that she's obsessed with, that she makes it every day.
I just loved making salads, and Scarlett was like, here, have some of this garlic gazpacho before we do a scene that's so close that maybe instead of acting tears, you can just smell each other's breath.
Well, I didn't want to be the only one. That was actually just selfish for me because I didn't want to be the only person with garlic breath. Mine says, "You're a wonderful listener. That's a real gift for those around you."
Oh,
wonderful listener. It's true.
Yeah.
Florence is a very compassionate person.
When we were on the pole, when we were hanging off the pole, Scarlett went down for a wee and she came back and she brought this tub of half-baked cookies. They weren't fully baked, they were half-baked, and we literally stood at the bottom of the pole before we got heaved back up and just ate them with our bare fingers, and it was just a mush of amazing cookie dough / melted chocolate. And then we were about to go and do an intense fighting hanging off a pole scene.
Like, and now get into this harness. No bathroom breaks for 3 hours.
I don't fit. Okay, excuse the face.
You kind of look like an evil doll in mine.
Oh, great.
You know, like real life.
Great.
This is awful.
Your hand. Did you just rip it out? And then I'm going to give you a weird little hand with a slice of pizza. I'm going to give you really long lashes.
That's what you look like to me.
Oh, yay!
That's what you look like to me.
She's
giant eyeballs,
beautiful.
tiny nose, little smile. I don't see your body. I just see your beautiful smile.
That's well, I'll show this camera first. I actually gave you like
That's so good. That's so good.
I'll continue it and send it to you in the post.
I learned that Florence is a master cartoonist. I didn't know that.
I learned that Scarlett fed me to give me garlic breath. I've learned a lot of things actually from Scarlett today. I didn't know how much she watched of me, and it's been really lovely to hear that she actually saw everything, and that all the things that I remembered as such massive moments in my memory of Black Widow filming was the same for her, and that's really cool.
Our shared experience.
Yeah.
Thanks, Glamour, for putting our friendship to the test.